Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to talk about corruption is preventable. So, corruption is not a new phenomenon for all of us. It has been prevalent in society since ancient times. History reveals that it was present even in the Mauryan period, and great scholar Kautilya mentions the pressure of 40 types of corruption in his contemporary society. It was practiced even in Mughal and Sultan period. And when the East India Company took control of the country, corruption reached new height. So corruption-free society is a long lost dream for many peoples. And corruption-free India is something that every Indian always dream of. But how do we achieve a corruption-free India? Is it just India or the rest world also has problems with the corruption? Is there a country that has zero corruption? Most importantly, what is corruption exactly? How long has corruption been part of our lives? Are politicians only responsible for corruption in India? How do we prevent corruption in India? So these are some burning questions that one always ponders upon when the issue of corruption comes up. So corruption has become so common that people now live with it. Corruption is not a uniquely Indian phenomenon. It is witnessed all over the world in developing as well as developed countries. It is often said that Indian politicians are corrupt, but that is not the only area where corruption lies. Corruption lies in every sector and it is ruining our country. Let us question ourselves, what is corruption? Let's imagine we go to a government office or any office. So to move our file quickly, we will pay to the person 100 rupees or 200 rupees to get our work done easily and quickly. So here our time is more important than the people who wait till their number come instead of paying bribe. Is this corruption? And almost all famous temples, there will be tickets if we want darshan quickly. So our time is more important than the people who can't afford to pay price for quick darshan. Why can't temple authorities manage to give time slot for each individual instead of fast darshan tickets? Why should we pay parking price if we go for a movie? Are we not buying tickets? In malls, the parking fee is close to a movie ticket. Don't the multiplex pay for parking slots in malls? Why should we pay for parking even though we have tickets? Is this corruption? Do all businessmen show proper accounts to government? Most of them don't give bills. Is this corruption? And in many supermarkets, after purchasing items, if the bill is like 1302.40 paise, if we pay by cash, we are supposed to pay 1303 rupees. Where the 60 paisa going? Is this corruption? Whose responsibility is to prevent corruption? We simply cannot expect everything to be done by the government when in some cases the government leaders are themselves involved in massive corruption scandals. So the responsibility lies equally with everyone, right from the top level ministers to mid-level government employees and lower level watchmen and workers. So the responsibility also lies with the customer and common citizens of the country. He or she should be vigilant and record the acts of corruption and expose such people in accordance with the law. So corruption cannot be removed from a country except by the active participation of the people against corruption. As long as people are willing to be exploited by the corrupt officials or willing to exploit the corrupt system for their advantage, corruption cannot be eliminated. So we may follow some steps that should be taken to prevent corruption. The first thing is accountability. A sense of accountability of income should be given by all the workers at all levels to prevent taking bribes. The next thing is vigilance. The anti-corruption officers should be vigilant. A sense of responsibility by the bribe giver should be informed by conducting anti-corruption awareness campaigns and constant monitoring and surveillance of office premises, monitoring and following the irregular financial levels of the employees. As an individual, we can do certain things to fight corruption. We must not vote for the corrupt politicians in elections. We must refuse the gifts, cash or liquor during election, and we should elect the most deserving candidate. We should refuse to pay bribe for getting the work done. If we are asked to bribe, we should record the event and complain to police or put up on the social media. We must pay all the lawful taxes, dues and penalties to the government rather than trying to save little money by bribing the government officials. We must not glorify the corrupt officers for their wealth acquired by illegal means. And corruptions can be reduced by increasing transparency and use of technology. So technology is already helping government in various fields. For example, in e-portals like IRCTC and certain government applications has made our work easier. So summarizing, we all need to fight a hard battle to improve the things. Our politics need to undergo a chemotherapy. The ignited mind of youth is the most powerful resource on the earth, under the earth and above the earth. So knowledge will empower you to undertake great missions. Thank you.